Tzadikim heim Mרכבה לשכינה. Parshas Vayera, we find at the beginning of Parshas Vayera an amazing incident. Avram Avinu, after the mitzvah of Milah, performing the mitzvah of Milah, the great Nisayan, he's sitting in the entrance to his tent, kechayim hayom, in the heat of the day. And suddenly there seems to be a group, an entourage of Yishmaelim, who appeared like Yishmaelim, who were Oyved Avodah Zarah, idol worshippers. And Avram Avinu runs toward them. And as we know from the Medrash, Avram Avinu requests from the Ribbono Shel Olam, please wait for me till I go and amimachnes hayrech and then come back. Chazal teach us, Godol hachnosas orachim yoser makpolos b'nei shechina. It's greater to welcome in guests more than greeting the Ribbono Shel Olam. Incredible. The Ribbono Shel Olam is dwelling with Avram Avinu. He has Hashavua Shechina. A group of Yishmaelim who appear to him and appear as idol worshippers, and Avram Avinu says to the Ribbono Shel Olam, please wait while I welcome in these Yishmaelim idol worshippers, and then I'll return to you. Is there any greater lack of respect of Kavod Shem Shemayim than to run to these Yishmaelim and have the Ribbono Shel Olam wait? How are we understand that Godol hachnosas orachim yoser makpolos b'nei shechina? Furthermore, if the Ribbono Shel Olam appeared to Avram Avinu, surely the Ribbono Shel Olam knows that these Yishmaelim are coming. He sent them to the Malachim, and he would know everything anyways, clear and evident to the Ribbono Shel Olam. So Ribbono Shel Olam obviously knows that these Yishmaelim are. He's coming to Avram Avinu with full knowledge of that these Yishmaelim are coming. So apparently, then it's more important for Avram Avinu to there be with the Ribbono Shel Olam than to go run out to these Yishmaelim. How can we begin to comprehend the Ribbono Shel Olam comes to Avram Avinu? He sends these Yishmaelim, and Avram Avinu should run out to them and have the Ribbono Shel Olam wait? What's our understanding of this? If the Ribbono Shel Olam appears to somebody, certainly that is the calling of the moment. That's what the Ribbono Shel Olam wants. The Ribbono Shel Olam appears to somebody, that's what the Ribbono Shel Olam wants, to be with that person. How can he be running out to achnosas orachim, and certainly these types of orachim? Perhaps the explanation is as follows. What we're dealing with over here is something different. It's not that the Ribbono Shel Olam appeared to Avram Avinu as a one-off incident. We're dealing here after the mitzvah, after the Nisayan of the Milah. After being Mekayim this mitzvah, after this Nisayan, Avram Avinu had a shleimus. He was Shalom. He was an Ish Tzadik. He had a shleimus, which means Tzadikim are the Mרכבה of the Shechina. The Shechina rests on them. In a similar way, just like the Shechina rests in the Beis HaMikdash, the Shechina rests in the Kodesh Kodashim. It's a presence. It's a presence that's there. It doesn't come from time to time. That's where the Shechina rests. That's where his presence dwells. Avram Avinu attained this type of madrega that the Shechina rested there. It's not that it came, the Shechina came at that moment, coming for a specific message, for a specific mission for Avram Avinu. That was the resting place of the Shechina. Tzadikim are the Mרכבה of the Shechina. A tzaddik gomer, a tzaddik who reaches a certain level, a certain madrega, the Shechina is there. The Shechina is always there. And perhaps if the Shechina had come to Avram Avinu for a specific message, then he would not run out to greet Orchim and certainly not Yishmaelim. But this became the the standard for Avram Avinu. The Shekhinah was always there, just like in the Beis HaMikdash. When Moshe Rabbeinu came to the Mishkan, he came and he left. He came into the Mishkan and he departed. The Shekhinah was there. The Shekhinah is always there. That became part of life. That became of the standard. The Shekhinah is there. The Shekhinah is in the Beis HaMikdash. The Shekhinah rests upon the tzadikim. And in that sense, Avram Avinu, in that situation, Avram Avinu went out to the Archim. If it had been for a specific task, a specific message, a specific mission, that would have been a different story. That's what Avram Avinu became, and that is what tzadikim have the ability to become. The Medrash Tanchuma says that the machal and the mishta, that tzadikim gemurim, that the machal and mishta, what they eat and drink is like it's being consumed on a mizbeach, because they are like the mizbeach. Chazal tell us that someone who gives a daira and a present, a matona to tzadikim, it's like it's makriv bikurim. One should, Chazal say, be mamala groine shel talmidei chacham yain. It's like they have pouring nesochim on the mizbeach, because tzadikim gemurim, their guf becomes like a mizbeach. They become the resting place of the Shekhinah. Their guf, the tzadikim gemurim, their gashmi, their physical becomes ruchni, is infused with ruchnius. It becomes one entity, full of ruchni, a spiritual being, even the physical. The Mesil Shisharim goes at length when discussing the Madrega of Kedusha. What's Kedusha? At Kodesh. At Tzaddik Gomer was a Kodesh. He's a Kodesh that his whole being is Kodesh. Even the physical. Even the physical is Kodesh. He transforms the physical to spiritual. That is what Avram Avinu attained. That is what tzadikim, we are capable of attaining. Not only to have Ruach HaKodesh, but to have Hashruas HaShechina. Of course, only for the rare few. But that's what mankind is capable of. That's what Klal Yisrael, that Yechidim, Tzadikim of Klal Yisrael are capable of, becoming Mרכבה לשכינה. Reb Mechel Yehuda Lefkowitz Zatzal was a bocher in Vilna in the Ramelis Yeshiva. A big masmid. An unbelievable masmid. One day came to the town, the Chofetz Chaim. The Chofetz Chaim came, and everybody was excited to come greet the Chofetz Chaim. And Reb Mechel Yehuda, a young bocher, was torn. Because on the one hand, have a misavik b'alfa ragleim. It's a big mitzvah to go greet Talmidei Chachamim. Have misavik b'alfa ragleim, to the dust of their feet. But on the other hand, Talmud Torah Keneged Kulam. Of course, he had a natural inclination and desire to go greet the Chofetz Chaim. Who knows, would he ever have a chance again in his life to meet him, to see him? But on the other hand, Talmud Torah Keneged Kulam. So this young bocher, Rabbi Mechel Yehuda, he fought with his Yetzer, and he overcame, and he stayed in the Beis Medrash. He was the one lonely bocher in the Beis Medrash, and stayed in the Beis Medrash, and didn't go out to greet the Chofetz Chaim. He learned Bahasmoda, and he was proud of himself that he overcame his desire, and he stayed learning. Many, many years later, in Bnei Brak, a relative of his asked him if he had the chance to do this over again, would he have done the same thing? And Rabbi Mechel Yehuda said, certainly not. Certainly not. So his relative asked him, why? But you were able to learn all that period of time. Rabbi Mechel Yehuda answered, yes, I gained that period of time of learning. But for all those many years afterwards, he said with tears in his eyes, had I been able to Zoicha to greet the Chofetz Chaim, all my learning for those years would have been a completely different learning. the years after, the learning would have been completely different. There's this unbelievable opportunity and benefit and schus to attach ourselves to tzadikim, to gedolim, to tzadikim, and what we can gain by cleaving ourselves to them is immeasurable. Because tzadikim gemurim are on a different level, gedolim are on a different level, and when we attach ourselves to them, we become attached to part of that kedusha that resides there.